Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Game 2 of Apba Baseball Classic's rivalry cities between the cities of Boston and New York will feature the 1937 New York Yankees. Lou Gehrig, Joe DiMaggio, Bill Dickey, Red Ruffing, Johnny Murphy, George Selkirk. They will take on the Boston Red Sox of 2004, Bill Mueller, Kevin Millar, Johnny Damon, Pedro Martinez, Big Papi David Ortiz, and Manny Ramirez. We'll be back with the starting lineups. First for the New York Yankees. Batting first, Red Rolfe at third base. Tommy Heinrich in right field. Joe DiMaggio in center field. Lou Gehrig at first base. Bill Dickey is the catcher. George Twinkletoes Selkirk is in left field. Tony Lazzeri, the second baseman. Frankie Crosetti, the shortstop. And pitching today, 20-game winner Red Ruffing, B-rated pitcher with Y and Z modifiers. He is the second starter in the rotation. For the Boston Red Sox, they will feature Johnny Damon in center field. Orlando Cabrera is the shortstop. Manny Ramirez in left field. Big Papi David Ortiz, first base. Trot Nixon in right field. Jason Varitek is the catcher. Bill Miller is the third baseman. Mark Bellhorn at second base. And Pedro Martinez is the starting pitcher. He's grade B, modifier with an X, strikeout letter. Both teams, let's see. New York Yankees will be using fielding column 1 on defense, and the Boston Red Sox fielding column 2 on defense. We're ready for the first pitch of today's game. Okay, we're ready for the first pitch of this city rivalry between Boston and New York. First game was taken by Boston 6-4. Pedro Martinez against Red Rolfe. 14 is a fly ball to left fielder Manny Ramirez, who makes the catch in front of the big green monster for the first out. Tommy Heinrich. That's a 4. 4 against a grade 11 pitcher. That's a double for Tommy Heinrich, and I forgot to mention we're using the Paul Marino boards. So I have the master symbols on both sets of cards. So Heinrich will be in scoring position for Joe DiMaggio. There's a pitch to DiMaggio. 63 is a fly ball to the center fielder, Johnny Damon. There are 2 outs. Brings up the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. And all he did between 1936 and through 39 was average 338, batting average 38 home runs each year. Here's the pitch to Lou Gehrig. 31 is a 9, and he's -1 against right-handed pitchers, making a 9 on a 12. That would be a ground out to Mark Bellhorn at second base, 4-3. That's the end of the first inning. No score. Red Ruffing takes the mound for the New York Yankees. Came over from the Boston Red Sox. He will be pitching to center fielder Johnny Damon. 65 is a pop out to Bill Dickey behind home plate for the first out of the first inning. Orlando Cabrera. Swing and miss, strike 3. And here is Manny Ramirez, the left fielder. Ramirez hit 43 homers in 2004, 42 is the roll, and that's going to be a walk and give Big Puppy a chance to hit with a man on base. 41 homers in 2004. Ruffing is checking and runner. He throws over to first and picks off Manny Ramirez. Pitcher to first baseman Lou Gehrig. And that concludes the first inning. We go to the top of the second inning. No score. Catcher Bill Dickey will get it started for New York in the second. And he draws a walk. Slow runner at first base. The Yankees will play it safe. George Twinkle Toes Selkirk is the batter. Twinkle Toes because of the way he ran. Fly ball to Ramirez in left field, makes the catch. 1 away. Tony Lazzari. 26 is the roll at the swing and a miss. Strike 3. There's 2 away, and now Frank Rossetti. The Crow, who was in a Yankee uniform all the way from 1932 when Babe Ruth called the shot till Mickey Mantle hit his last home run in, was it 69 or 68? Here we go, here's the pitch. 1-6-28 is a ground out to the shortstop. Six to 3. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. Okay, David Ortiz was at the bat when Manny Ramirez got picked off in the top of the first. There's the pitch to Ortiz. 1-6 is the roll. That's a ground out to Frankie Corsetti, who throws over to Lou Gehrig for the first out of the second inning. Brings the bat Trot Nixon, right fielder for Boston. That's going to be a ground out to Corsetti. Fine fielding shortstop makes the play. We go to Jason Varitek, the catcher. That is also a ground out to Frankie Corsetti, who is all that Red Ruffing needed for defense here in the second inning. We go to the top of the third, no score. Red Ruffing will lead off for the Yankees in the top of the third inning. Good hitting pitcher. That's a 1-1. That's going to be a base hit for Red Ruffing. Maintaining his reputation with the bat. He is a slow runner. The Yankees will play it safe. Top of the order to Red Rolf. 23 is a pop up to the third baseman, Bill Mueller. 1 away. Tommy Henrik. 1-4 is going to be a fly out to Manny Ramirez. And now Joe DiMaggio. 42 is a 9. That's a -1 on 11, so 12, 9 on a 12. 32 is going to be a fly out to the right fielder, Trot Nixon. It's the end of the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third. No score. Bottom of the Red Sox order, Bill Mueller steps in. 283 hitter in 2004. 13 is going to be a base on balls to Billy Mueller. Average speed at first. And Mark Bellhorn. Rolls 35. A wild pitch for W3, wild pitch rated 3 pitcher. And he is a wild pitch rated 1, so it's just a ball 1. Tell you what, Ruffing has got one of the best all-time catchers catching. One of his years, 1931, he played 125 games in a row without allowing a single pass ball. There's a pitch to Bellhorn, 63, is going to be swing and a miss, strike 3. Forgot to put Mueller at first, so there's 1 out. And we have Pedro Martinez coming to bat. Martinez will square around the bunt. 34 is a 31. That's going to be fielded by Gehrig, who throws to Lazzeri at first. Sending Mueller to second. And bringing back the top of the Red Sox order and Johnny Damon, who hit 304 in 2004. And here's the pitch from Ruffing. 23 is the roll. That's going to be a ground out to Gehrig, who flips to Ruffing for the final out of the third inning. We go to the top of the fourth, still no score. This Yankee team from 1936 through 39 was a dynasty, winning 4 AL pennants and dominating in the World Series. I think they only lost 3 games in the World Series. They averaged 99 wins every year, those 4 years, and they won the ERA title all 4 of those years. There's the pitch to Lou Gehrig. 24 is a 41. That's going to be an error. See, Boston's feeling on the pitcher, Pedro Martinez. Gehrig is going to get to second base on the error. And with nobody out, he's in scoring position for Bill Dickey. One, two is a roll. 25 is a line drive to Mark Bellhorn, caught for the first out. George Twinkletoes Selkirk strikes out. Martinez will now work to Tony Lazzeri, see if he can get out of this scoring situation. Roll is 1-5, that's a 9. Minus 2, 9 on a 13. That's a base hit. And Gehrig will score from second base. I have to double check he's not a slow runner, I don't think. He is not. So the Yankees break out on top first, 1-0 on the single by Tony Lazzeri. He gets an RBI. And with 2 outs, the shortstop, Frank Rossetti, comes to bat. Light hitting shortstop, 46, strikes out. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Yankees 1, Red Sox 0. Orlando Cabrera leads off for Boston in the fourth inning. 46 is the roll. 27 is going to be a ground out to Red Wolf, who throws over to Lou Gehrig for the first out. Here's Manny Ramirez, who walked, but was picked off first in the first inning. 34 is a fly ball to Joe DiMaggio in center field, and he makes the catch. We go to David Ortiz with 2 outs, nobody on. 61 is a ground out to Tony Lazara, who throws out to Lou Gehrig. Ortiz is out. We go to the fifth. 1-0 Yankees. Boston's still looking for their first hit. Brett Ruffin will lead off the fifth for the Yankees, the pitcher. 21 is the roll. Fly ball to George Selkirk. He makes the catch in left field. Here is Red Rolf. 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll. Yeah. 63 is going to be a 6 on probably a double. Let's see, 6 on 11. There's a L and an M. He does not have an L and an M on a card, so that is a double for Red Rolf. So he'll be at second with one away. And Tommy Heinrich, the batter. 33 is a 4. And it's driven into the alley in right center field. The runner will score, and Heinrich will make his way safely into third base with a triple. Makes the score Yankees 2, Red Sox nothing. Here is Joe DiMaggio. Red Sox will play their infield in. Here's the pitch to DiMaggio. 62 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3, and DiMaggio is 0 for 3 today. Lou Gehrig is the batter now with 2 outs. The infield can play back. Pitch to Gehrig. 33 is a 5. That's going to be a double minus on a 12. Yep, that's a double, and Heinrich scores on the RBI double by Lou Gehrig, and it's 3-0 New York in the 5th inning. Brings the bat, Bill Dickey. 54 is a fly out to the right fielder, Trot Nixon, for the 3rd out. So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's the New York Yankees 3, the 2004 Boston Red Sox nothing. Okay, Red Ruffin will be pitching to Trot Nixon here on the bottom of the 5th. 46 is the roll, and that's a strikeout on Trot Nixon. 1 away. It's the 3rd strikeout for Red Ruffin. Jason Varitek, the batter. 34 is he has a Y modifier, so that's the 4th strikeout. Billy Miller comes to bat. And 36 is a base on balls. 3rd walk. 2 outs and an average speed runner at first, Mark Bellhorn. He's got some power, 17 home runs in 2004. There's a pitch to Bellhorn. 6-6 roll, that's a 2nd column roll, and it's going to be Boston's first hit. 45 is a 6 on he has a 14 pitcher, minus 3, so it'd be 6 on a 17. Double for Mark Bellhorn. And with 2 outs, Muller will score. And it's 3-1 now, Yankees. Timeout. Boston's going to try to take advantage of the scoring opportunity. They may regret that, but they're going to lift Pedro Martinez for a pinch hitter. Pinch hitter will be Dave Roberts. Here's the pitch to Dave Roberts. 46 is a swing and miss for strike 3. So Red Ruffin strikes out the side in the bottom of the 5th, but gives up a run on Mark Bellhorn's RBI double. We go to the top of the sixth inning. It's the Yankees 3, the Red Sox 1. And the new pitcher for the Boston Red Sox will be Tim Wakefield. He is a grade 6 pitcher, 12-10 record in 2005. Bill Dickey will lead off the top of the sixth inning for the Yankees. 34 is a fly out to the center fielder, Johnny Damon. There's Twinkletoes. Rolls a 44, and that's going to be a 7 on a 6. That's going to be a base hit. George Selkirk is 2 for 3 on the day for the New Yorkers. Yes, he's a fast rated runner at first base. And Tony Lazzeri steps in from the right side. Here's the pitch to Lazzeri. That's a 9 on a 8. Play result is 28. It's going to be a ground out to the shortstop, Orlando Cabrera. The runner will get the second base, and there are shouldn't be Lazzeri. 1-5. It should be Frank Rossetti. It's a batter. So 1-5 is the same thing. Ground out to second base, shortstop. 6-3. Base runner will get to second. And the pitcher, Red Ruffing, who's a decent hitting pitcher, he was 1 for 2 in this game. He was the pitch to Red Ruffing. 24 is a strikeout. Strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th, Yankees 3, Red Sox 1. Johnny Damon for the Red Sox will bat. Damon came up with the Kansas City Royals, and I think he was the Rookie of the Year. He was such an unorthodox player. It seemed to me when he swung the bat, he'd swing his hips the same time with his bat. Usually the hips precede the bat. And he didn't have the prettiest throwing motion as an outfielder either. But an effective player. Here's the pitch to Johnny Damon. 33 is a possible double. Be +2. Be, let's see, 6 on a 12. And he does not have the letter M, so it's a leadoff double for Johnny Damon. Fast runner at second base. Orlando Cabrera is the hitter. Will he square around the bunt? Nope, he doesn't. He's swinging away. 64 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Here is Manny Ramirez. 308 hitter in 2004. 1-1 roll. That's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. Manny Ramirez drives in Johnny Damon and ties the score at 3 apiece here in the 6th inning for the Red Sox. David Ortiz comes to bat. 1-5 is an 8. That is going to be a -2. Let's see. +3 on right-handed pitchers, so 8 on 11. Base hit for David Ortiz. Slow runner at first. Trot Nixon. There's one out here in the Red Sox 6th inning. They're stirring in the Yankee bullpen. 45 is going to be 2 balls and no strikes. He has a Z modifier. 31 is a fly ball to Joe DiMaggio. Makes the catch for the second out. Jason Varitek. Chance to put the Red Sox in the lead if they can keep going. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So we go to the top of the 7th. Boston 3, Yankees 3. Tim Wakefield comes back out for the Red Sox in the Seventh inning, Red Wolf is the leadoff hitter for New York. He is 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. Here's the pitch to Red Wolf. 33 is a second column roll. 12 is going to be a 7 for a single. And the Yankees have their leadoff hitter on for Tommy Heinrich, who is 2 for 3 with a double and a triple in this game. Timeout. Scott Williamson is warming up in the Red Sox bullpen. Here's the pitch to Henrik. 33 is a 4. That's going grade 6. That's a triple for Tommy Heinrich, his second consecutive triple in this game. Driving in Red Wolf, Yankees take a 4-3 lead, and that will be all for Tim Wakefield. Now pitching for Boston is Scott Williamson. He is a grade A-C pitcher, X and W modifiers. DiMaggio is a right-handed hitter against this right-handed pitcher. He's going to get the bump up. So becomes an A-B. Well, he would become an A-B pitcher, which would make him like 26 grade pitcher. Here's a pitch to DiMaggio. Red Sox are playing the infield end. There's nobody out in the top of the seventh inning. 43 is a soft ground ball. I think back to the pitcher. Who throws over to the first baseman, David Ortiz, for the first out. Runner holds at third. Now Lou Gehrig. Williamson goes back to grade 21 pitcher. Here's the pitch to Gehrig, who is 1 for 3 with a double. Infield is still in. 55 is the roll. That's an 8. And it will be on grade 22. Base hit for Lou Gehrig. The runner will score, and it becomes 5-3 New York. Bill Dickey's the batter. .35 is a 9. That will be on a 22. That's a base hit. For Dickey, Gary goes to second. He's got average speed at second, slow at first. They'll play safe with Dickey running at first base. Still only one out. George Selkirk comes to bat. 54 is a fly out to right field. Not deep enough for anybody to move. And that brings the bat Tony Lazzeri with 2 outs. 2 runs home in the inning. This pitch to Lazzeri is a 43 result. And that is a ground ball back to the pitcher, Scott Williamson, who throws over to David Ortiz for the final out of the 7th inning. But on 4 hits, the Yankees score 2 more runs. They have a 5-3 lead going into the bottom of the 7th inning. Okay, Bill Mueller will be the leadoff hitter for Red Sox. 63 is a fly out to Joe DiMaggio in center field. Here's Mark Bellhorn. Bellhorn's 1 for 2. He has a double and an RBI. It's a 9 on a 17. Single for Mark Bellhorn. Pinch hitter for Boston will be Doug Minkiewicz. 1 down, 1 on first. Here's the pitch to Minkiewicz. 55. 8 against a 21. That's 32, fly out to the right fielder, Tommy Heinrich. 2 away for the Red Sox. Here's Johnny Damon. He is a tie and run. If he can do something here. He doubled his last time out and scored. 56 is going to be a strikeout. Go to the top of the 8th inning. Still Yankees 5, Red Sox 3. New pitcher for the Red Sox in the 8th will be Mike Myers. He is a grade 5 relief pitcher. Y strikeout modifier. He's at the bottom of the order. Frankie Corsetti for the Yankees will lead off the 8th inning. They have a 2-run lead. 26 is a ground ball to the third baseman, Bill Mueller. It throws to David Ortiz for the first out. Red Ruffing will stay in the game and hit. 42 is a strikeout. He is 1 for 4 on the day. Red Rolf. Rolf is 2 for 4 with a single and a double and 2 runs scored. Here's a 1-1 roll, hit column roll. 44 is going to be a triple for Red Rolf. That gives him most of a cycle, single, double, and a triple. And has the Yankees threatening with 2 outs here in the 8th inning. Tommy Heinrich, who also has two triples and a double, 2 RBIs. Here's the infield's back. Here's the pitch to Heinrich. 62 is a flyout to right field. Trot Nixon has it measured, makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Yankees 5 and the Red Sox 3. Orlando Cabrera will lead off the bottom of the 8th for Boston. There's the pitch from Red Ruffing. 33 is a hit column roll. 6 minus 3 on 6 on a 17. It's going to be a double for Orlando Cabrera to lead off the 8th inning for the Red Sox. And we'll get the tie and run to play for the middle of the order. Timeout. The Yankees are going to bring in a new pitcher. Monty Pearson will come in from the bullpen. He is a grade 11 right-hander with the Y modifier. And Red Ruffing will go through the showers. Manny Ramirez comes in. The box here is the pitch from Pearson. 53 is a 17 on column 1, testing the right fielder, who is Tommy Heinrich. Heinrich is a second column, so it's going to be an error on Heinrich. E9, if Cabrera is fast, he's going to score. He is fast, so Cabrera scores. And the Red Sox have closed the gap to 1 run here in the 8th inning. Unearned run so far. David Ortiz is the batter. Pitch to David Ortiz. 24 is a swing and a miss. He is 1 for 4 on the day. Our 2 biggest stars, Ortiz and DiMaggio, are 1 for 8 in today's game. Trot Nixon is the batter. There is 1 down. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Or Y strikeout. Pearson has the Y strikeout, so it's not a ground ball. It's a strikeout. And Nixon's the second out. That brings to that Jason Varitek. He's the go-ahead run. 23 is the same result. 29. And that is going to be a Y strikeout. So Monty Pearson comes in and does the job for the Yankees here in the bottom of the eighth. They hold the line with 3 straight strikeouts. Mike Myers comes back out to the mound for the Red Sox. And Joe DiMaggio will be the leadoff hitter in the top of the ninth. Score is Yankees 5, Red Sox 4. Okay, we're in a tight ball game here in the top of the ninth. 1-run difference. The Red Sox, very famous for their comebacks. They lost the first 3 playoff games to New York, as you know, in 2004. Third game they lost 19-8. And then they came back to take 4 straight wins over New York to get to the World Series. And then swept 4 over the Cardinals in the World Series to win 8 games in a row and become world champions. Can they pull off another comeback here? First, they got to deal with the middle of the Yankee order. And Joe DiMaggio, 52 is a 27. That's going to be a ground ball back to the third baseman. Bill Mueller will throw over to David Ortiz, and DiMaggio is retired for the 5th time in this game. He's 0 for 5. Here is Lou Gehrig. Gehrig is 2 for 3. He's got an RBI. Here's the pitch to Lou Gehrig. 56 is going to be a base on balls. So the 4th time he's been on base. Here is Bill Dickey. 43 is a 29. The infield will be a ground out to the pitcher. It's got a Y modifier, so that's a strikeout of Bill Dickey. And there are 2 Yankees retired. Here is George Selkirk, who, like DiMaggio, is coming up over 4. 62 is a 22. That's going to... He might be hit by a pitch unless he's HBO 0. And don't see an HBO rating on Myers' car, so he is hit by the pitch. Puts Yankees at first and second. And Tony Lazzeri, the batter. Very dangerous hitter. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles in today's game. And the Yankees add their lead. 42 is a 36 is going to be PB0, no pass ball, and there's no PB0, so that is a pass ball. Runners will go up 90 feet. And now the Yankees have runners at second and third. There are 2 outs. Ball 1 count on Lazzeri. They'll still play the infield back. Here's the pitch to Lazzeri. It's going to be a 34. That's a fly ball to center field. It's measured by Johnny Damon. He makes the catch for the 3rd out in the 9th inning. And Mike Myers withstands the threat. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Yankees 5, Red Sox 4. Red Sox will be at the bottom of their order. Bill Mueller in the bottom of the 9th inning will lead it off, and then you've got Mark Bellhorn on deck and a pitch hitter for the pitcher. Here's the pitch to Bill Mueller. 24 is a swing and miss for strike 3. And that is 4 consecutive strikeouts for Monty Pearson, who's doing some yeoman work in relief. Here's Mark Bellhorn. 1-2 is a 25 as a result, which is going to be a ground ball to the second baseman, or ground ball to the second baseman, Tony Lazzeri, who throws over to Lou Gehrig for the 2nd out. And coming up to pinch hit for the pitcher, nobody else is left-handed left on the bench, but Kevin Millar will be the pinch hitter here in the bottom of the 9th. He had 18 home runs in 2004 and only -1 against right-handers. So here is the last hope for the Red Sox here in this game today. They're 1 run down. The roll is 26. That's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Kevin Millar strikes out. Monty Pearson comes in to strike out 5 of the 7 batters he faces. Preserves this win for the 1937 New York Yankees. It's the Yankees 5, Red Sox 4. We'll come back with the wrap-up in just a second. Okay, the powerful New York Yankees in 1937 were victorious in today's game. They scored 5 runs on 8 hits and committed no errors. The Red Sox scored 4 runs. They had 6 hits, and they did commit an error. The winning pitcher was Red Ruffing. Red Ruffing pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 earned runs, 6 hits. He struck out 7, walked 3. Lonnie Pearson, who was outstanding in relief, pitched 2 innings and struck out 5 batters, no runs, no hits or walks. Here, the losing pitcher in this game was Tim Wakefield, who pitched 1 inning, gave up 2 earned runs. The co-stars of the game today, and the co-stars of today's game will be Red Wolf, who singled, tripled, and doubled, scored 2 runs, and Tommy Heinrich. Heinrich was 3 for 5 with 2 triples and a double, and scored 2 runs and drove in 2 runs. Red Wolf was a Sporting News All-Star player in the 1937 American League Sporting News All-Star team. He led the league in 36 in triples with 15 triples. And then Tommy Heinrich, he was a longtime New York Yankee in the outfield. At one point he struggled hitting breaking balls, and when Casey Stengel came on to manage the Yankees, he said to Tommy Heinrich, "Tommy, I want you to lay off that outside curve. Now you lay off it, or you'll learn to hit it in Newark, New Jersey." So he got the message, and had a long career in the Yankee outfield on those strong teams. Quite the dynasty. 1936 to 39, 4 straight World Championships, 16-3 in the World Series was the record. So today's winning team for New York, 1937 Yankees over the 2004 Boston Red Sox. Join us tomorrow when we play another championship team from Boston and another championship team from New York. Each city has won 1 game. We'll see who takes this 3-game series in the Boston-New York rivalry. Until tomorrow, good night and God bless.